and down till you say, been down, me up, been down, baby. Hey, man, that's nostalgia for you, right? That's throwback, man. Before we start, let me fix my audio today. I got my Neewer CM28CX. I think I've been calling them a 38, but let me put this piece inside here and put this receiver on while there's still going. The freaking light happened. Not freaking light like F word freaking light, but like freak, I didn't get enough time, and maybe I still could have used that better. And Lord forgive me. Please don't be offended by my terminology. I will try to do better. But today is an awesome day. I just came to the conclusion, like I finally realized that in totality, with transporting my child to and fro from school per week, I roughly, if my calculation is correct, and then you do, no, I spend 5 hours and 40 minutes per week transporting my child to and fro from school. Hold on, let me put this in. This is the transmitter. Let's see if that makes a difference in my audio. No, I gotta do, hold on, let me pause it real fast. All right, sorry about that, but I learned this the hard way. These phone cases are cool, but that just little thin layer right there is not being one of them Apple silicone cases. Makes a big difference between this receiver connecting and not. So let me power it on. It was already powered on. So let me power it back on. All right. And let me connect it. Oh, hold on. In my mind, this was fairly easy. Okay, there it goes. You still can't hear me. Can't hear none of this. Cool. Kind of figured that. Testing. All right. Let's see. Testing. Can you hear me? Let me see. Can you hear me? Doo-doo. Now I gotta do the test theory. Make sure that's working. That's working. Let me see if this thing's working. Pause. Yeah, it is working. Hey, so my bad. So what I was saying is I got my Neewer hat on and I need to be hands-free. So hopefully that works. But the problem with this particular lavalier mic is that it's monotone. So it's a single channel. So in order for you to get both audio left and right and not duplicate using, another apparatus, I gotta plug both of these up. So let me turn this on. Testing. Let's see. Testing. All right, so cool. So we got both. Clipping one to my shirt. And got one on my hat. So it's kind of like a hybrid. This is a tech review because I wanted you to see the audio. So I wanted to set the audio up in real time. And for those who might have questions, yes, it still has the traditional, but dang, that's not helping when the whole little hookup falls out of your, whatchamacallit. But let me try this part 2. Here we go. Like they say, it's about to get funky. Everybody clap your hands. There we go. I heard the click at 3 minutes and 41 seconds. So hopefully we are good to go from this point forward. Yeah, I see both of the audio levels moving at the same time. So that was a lot, and I did that on the fly. So yeah, 2 things. I'm driving hands-free. Second thing is I wanted to check out the mics and increase my audio levels because as I was saying to you earlier, I am driving 5 hours and 40 minutes per week to take my child to and fro. But today was one of those days where I looked and I said, listen, I'm helpless in this situation. My job is to reinforce the things that I see that are not moving as fluidly as they possibly could, meaning that there are certain things that we know in my household that we need to do to make each other's lives easier. We don't want to add additional stress to anyone, the children, the parents, etc. So there's certain things that we need to do. But let me just be 110% honest with you. Raise your hand if you suffer from restless parent syndrome, where you are up wrestling with the decisions you have made and wondering what the outcome may be. I remember when my kids were growing up, no fault of their own. I was staying in the Birmingham Terrace on the east side of Toledo, and it wasn't the most desirable location at the time. I had to get it from the ground up. And certain, gosh, my wording, certain things you just know, right? You don't want to expose your kids to the environment that they are living in. So what I did was shelter them and give them a virtual world from within the projects. So my child did not grow up with a lot of peers amongst her age demographic back home. But I seen something promising today. Did what my old man has done on occasion. I took my child and their friend to school, and for the whole half of the ride, besides saying hi and bye, these kids had a conversation amongst themselves. They talked about things that they relate to, like anime and cartoons and video games. And I heard my child talk in a way I've never heard my child talk before. She talks so fluid. I just revealed that I have a daughter, but I mean, duh. But she talked fluid. She talked with charisma. She talked in a dialect that I'm not accustomed to hearing her talk in, because I am such a disciplinarian and I'm always trying to course correct and trying to position my girls for success, that I have made it such a enormous, gigantic, insurmountable mountain to ascend to in order to connect with her in that regard. But you know what? I have an older daughter. And my older daughter is starting to show me some things that I think as a man and as a dad, sometimes we just have to go through. Like, I wore 2 hats, like I'm wearing these 2 mics for a large portion of my life. And I had to be mom and dad. And shout out to my therapist for helping me get out that mindset of being both entities in one, because it's virtually impossible. But that does not mean that people don't try, including myself, to do the unthinkable. But I saw more out of my daughter with her peer that gave me confirmation that I'm doing everything that I can and I'm supposed to do. And no matter what, she child, and not only am I happy that she's a child, I want her to remain being a child. I just got all of the clarity I ever need in my life. Like, I don't have to say nothing. I heard her talk in a way that brought tears to my face. Like, you can't see, but like, when I tell you I am happy, cannot quantify and multiply the sheer electricity brewing in my soul, seeing life full circle from being dropped off to school to dropping my daughter off to school and doing what I hope is many more occasions of carpooling and just being a fly in the wall. To hear your child do the things that you are concerned about in front of you without you asking, it's incredible. It's validating. It's like all my hard work, like, sometimes I think what my brain pontificates. I know it tried to correct me the other day when I said it, but man, being a parent is a blessing, and it requires hard work and sacrifice. And seeing what I saw today was totally reassuring. So until my next vlog, make sure you like, follow, subscribe. Straight up. Bye!